In the 2.7 we have a lot of enhancement around the autopilot area. The first thing we'll go for is importing and learning from existing requests and responses. So basically, what is the use case over here? You have existing requests and responses, okay, but now you want to use them to generate API models. So today what you are doing gonna do is you have to go and manually configure the action, manually configure the parameters, okay, not anymore. With this version, you are able to use existing files, existing requests which are there in your logs, your in Soapy or anywhere you have it, okay. You can just use the same one. I'm gonna show you how. You can do is, okay, go to your solution, go to your resources tab. Okay, on your resources tab, same thing, API model. Okay, I have created one folder named as import. Okay, over here I'm going to add import. I'm going to import my existing request file. Okay, now this request file can be of. You click over here, import API. Okay, you see new values are added over here. One is JSON templates and XML templates. So your requests can be of either they can be JSON, either they can be XML, which covers almost every web request which we have in over here. So I'm gonna give you this demo using XML templates. I'm clicking over here. This file, this is asking me for the file. Okay, I'm going over here. I can see a request. Okay, so basically these request 1, 2 are the same request. Okay, with which I run at different amount of time. So I'm choosing any one of them. Okay. Oh, so you can now we have used your existing request as a template. I can do next. I'll do this. I have just selected one file, so I am just seeing this. I'll do next. Okay. Now do you see the sample request files? So you can have like multiple value. You have run the same request with multiple values, and you want to learn, let's say, multiple types of account you want to add or something like that. So you can just add the same files with which you run at different time or the same file. Okay. So the number of set of data you want, you can pick it over here. I'll just add the first one again. So and I'll do next, and I click finish. Okay. So this it will be created. So you see 18 parameters were updated. I click on OK. In this request model parameters, I can see over here that out of this XML, this is my request body. Okay, we have added the values over here. You can see some values are like different media player calculator, or you can say the real app versus dummy app, the different values. And you can see at some places it's just one value. Although so if there is any duplication of value, we don't, we just ignore it. So you don't have to take care of anything if the same data or anything. Okay, any questions still over here? I guess pretty simple. Next, let's move to Swagger. Ginger got swag. Okay, so what is Swagger? Swagger is basically a set of tools developed by community. It is open source and it is used to describe RESTful web services. So basically, any web service which exists today in the market, you can use Swagger to define it. It is used across all the software development lifecycle. It can be used for documentation of the web service. The same document can be reused for code generation. So if some developer have to implement those web services, he does not need a different documentation. And we guys, the tester or the testing unit, you can use the same documentation to generate the test cases, okay, or test the web API. Everything, request, headers, response request, okay, everything is covered in Swagger. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how you can use this. This is the UI. If you are familiar with Swagger, you can see this is a Swagger UI, which is the most common interaction screen. Let's see how you can import a Swagger file. Okay, so I'm creating a new folder over here. Swagger. Okay, just right click over there, click on add API model, import API, select this Swagger or open API document, give the URL and click on load, or you can just choose from the file if you have a static file. Okay, You click on load, a couple of seconds later this next is enabled, and you can see the list of the APIs which are there. Okay. Now, contrary from WSDL, this is the Swagger support you a reuse of the same description a lot of times. Okay. So let's assume there is a request for, let's say, account creation. Okay. From website, it might need to be the request is sending in the JSON format. The body of the request is in JSON format, whereas some old or conventional tool can work only with XML. Okay. So using Swagger, you can define multiple body types with the same definition. Okay, so if this is the case, you will see that basically what does it say? It says one request can support multiple, one endpoint URL, one request can support multiple body type with some different configuration. So you can see over here, add a new pad to the store, JSON. Okay, so that means body type is JSON, it is for XML, same for the another, and for REST you can see there is nothing, they have only one type. Okay, so when there is only one, it means the body type is unique, so you don't need a we have not adding the description over here, the data type description over here, it is configured. I'm clicking next. Again you can choose the sample request file. I'm proceeding. Let's see, I'll add one over here. Okay, resources, you see Swagger request. Okay, I'll just choose this one. Next, finish. Okay, so over here you can see all the request bodies are added, parameters are over here, you can see. Okay, so over here you can see the request type is post, it's post again. Okay, so find ID, this is get request. Okay, all these are, we have again post, there is a delete type of request. Okay, and also this is not just for the request. Okay, so Swagger also allows you to generate to describe the response as well. Okay, so we have learning, we have done learning on that part as well. And you can see if I click over there, you can see model parameters, it having values for input params as well as for the output one. Okay, so guys, what I'm gonna do is I have configured action over here, which is I have configured with values. I'm gonna run it, show you. So you have imported it, that's it. You go to automate tab, create a new activity if you want, or this business flow and activities of web service type. Just click on add new action. You can see there is an action, web API model action. Click on add action. Okay, from over here you can select this one and just click on select. Okay, next. You can see the values which I've already configured over there. Finish. Okay, now you can click on over here and it will run. Server error, so the server right now is down. Okay, there is some issue with the server, otherwise all you need to do is just import it and add new action. That's it, it's done, as simple as that. Okay, if you want to read from the values from the file, you have sample request, you can add it from there as well. Any questions till now? Okay, if you want, okay, I take it as a no. Let's move ahead on the second part. Okay, the second part of this is application models parameter enhancement. So recently we have added global parameters. Okay, so what is the advantage of global parameter? I'll show you. So right now let's assume a case that you are having values in multiple APIs are having same value or similar set of values. Okay, for example, you want to create a account, then activate the account, activates create subscriber, activate subscriber, deactivate subscriber, something like that, where you have same set of values. Okay, so I'm having a few requests which are having a similar set of values. Okay, now you don't actually want to go and update each and every one, like you don't want to go and update each one by one. It's time consuming as well as not efficient. So what we have added over here is we have added is a global parameter. Okay, so what you can do over here is all you need to do is just click on anyone. Okay, I'll say add on new pad parameters. Okay, from over here, let's say this status is something I want to use, or maybe this photo URLs. Let's go with this photo URLs I want to use multiple times with same configuration, or all I need to do is, you can see over here, there's a up icon saying upload to global parameters. Okay, I just did that. You can see it is removed from the local parameters list and it is added to the global parameter list. So you have configured over here. Okay, now what you need to do next, for any other action, you go over here, this UC photo URLs, remove from here, click on global parameters, add a new, and you can see in the list what all are the global parameters. Okay, and just click on select. That's it, you are done. Okay, so basically you have used a global parameter at two actions. Okay, now let's say I want to change some value or add a new value. Okay, let's say I want to add a new photo here. I'm putting Google. Okay, and I'm clicking on OK. I'm saving it. I'm back to API model and I just click on this. I just open it. You have to refresh it and just open it. You can see over here the Google is added. Same thing for the next one. Over here, just refresh it once. Double click over here, it's configured over here. And once, even if you change the value, it will be reflected in all other actions as well. Okay. Next thing I'm gonna show you is, okay, this is one part where you are using these. Okay, one more area where you can use these global parameters is like to in a output value of any action. Okay, you want to store something into a global parameter. You don't want to manually configure the global parameter. That's also is possible. You can just click on some action, go to the output values of it, and in this, like where you store the value to variable, you can see a new drop down value which is application model parameter. From over here you can see the list of all the global parameters. Okay, you can click on it, you can do OK. Apart from it, if you want to do some other validations, I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, if you want to use somewhere any in the value expression or in your action, you can use the model global parameter from over here. Okay, and you can just see the values over here. Okay, from here you can use that. Okay, that any questions? I'll take that as a no. The third part
One
is,
minute.
sure,
These global parameters are
yeah.
static in nature, or we can. So that means once the value are set, it is static in nature, or is it
Uh,
that we can later on change the values because it will
you can
be
change.
visible to all the APIs, right, down the line,
Yeah, so basically,
since it is global.
all the places where this global parameters are used, whenever you have configured the value somehow from the action, from manually or whatever way you have configured it, it will be reflected at all the places where it is used. Okay, whenever you are running that action or you are modifying something, it is dynamic, it's not a static value. Okay. Okay, so if I want to update all those values in bulk, how I can do that? Okay, so it's made simple. You click over here, import optional value from for parameters. You click over there, you click on the okay, I want to export it from Excel. You can use database and run SQL queries as well. I'm going to show you via Excel. So what I need a template. Okay, and creating a template, I don't want to do it manually as well. So what I do, I'm gonna do browse. I'm gonna click a new Excel worksheet. So for demo, okay, I'm just clicking on this open. Sorry, I've clicked this. I'm just clicking this template. So what is done over here is, you can see there's a new Excel, in this Excel sheet a new sheet is created, and on the left hand side, okay, I'll show you. Okay, so all the parameters which are available on over here where I'm up, okay, you can see the over here. So let's say I want to add some value. Okay, so I want to debug, add few couple of option values, so it can be yes, no, title, A or something. Okay, B, source, India, Israel, okay, something like that. Okay, what I know, okay, so I have configured few values. It can be like size 100, it can be any number of values. I just click on, I have saved it, closed it, browse it again. Okay, and from the sheet you can see there's a local sheet over here, view all data. Okay, you can see the value over here. I'm gonna do next. If you have added multiple values or you just want to import a few one, you can do the selection over here. I'm going with select all. You click on finish. You see 4 parameters were updated. Okay, so 4 parameters are updated. So you can see over here this debug, new values yes and no are created. Okay, for data this 100 was created. For source India, Israel, both are created. Oh, this is how you can import from Excel. Okay, let's say there's a this is a parameters. Okay,
Yeah.
so API models, when you're creating the action, you choose a value from these things. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so now you have to give the optional values, right? What are the optional values? So if you are going to do this, create it manually, it can be tiring and not efficient as well. So we are using our learning mechanism to import all those values from Excel.
You can quickly get a lot of data either using formula or something, and then you can import it back.
And hear me?